channel. Please share it with your near and dear. Now we are going to learn going to. The structure is going to. Going to structure. Okay. Right. Okay. Now I want to give some details about how especially Americans use going to. Okay. Especially Americans use in this way, going to. Ain't. So because nowadays we are sometimes influenced by American usage also. We have to learn these things. Generally Americans pronounce going to as gonna. I'm gonna do something, they say like that. And want to as wanna, they say I wanna do something like that. I am not, for example, I ain't. He's not, he ain't. They are not. Instead of they are not, they say they ain't. Has not, have not, also they say ain't. For all these words they use ain't. Okay. So this should be kept in our mind. Let's see in a detailed way. Okay. Going to. Subject is, am, are plus going to plus V1. If subject is he, she, it like that, is. If subject is I, am. If subject is plural like that or you also, we can use are and after that going to plus V1. And this structure especially is used, it is used to talk about something we have decided or intended to do in the future. Means we have already decided by now only to do something in future. So doing something happens in future, but the decision has been taken by now only. Okay, when we already take decision to do something in future, we use going to structure. Okay, as per that, you see, I have won a lottery recently. Recently, I have won a lottery. So, what I am going to do, I have already decided to do that. As I have got lottery recently, I am going to do something. What's that? I am going to buy a car. I am going to plus V1 buy. I am going to buy a car. Means shortly I am going to buy a car. Okay, this is planned or intended action. Chiru's movie was released yesterday. Chiranjeevi's movie was released yesterday. So, what we have decided? We are going to watch the movie next Sunday. So, we have planned for it. So, we are going to watch the movie next Sunday. So, in this way, for planned or decided things or intended things which are to take place in future can be used under going to structure. And the second condition for prediction. So, going to structure is used for prediction also. Means just we guess the things to happen in future. But what he says here, based on the present situation which makes us believe to happen something in the future. That means here look at this, the plane is out of control. So when the plane is out of control, we can predict, we can guess something will happen in future. For such kind of things we can use going to structure. You see, the present situation makes us believe. What's that present situation? Plane is out of control. So this situation is making us believe to happen something. What's that something? It is going to crash. It is going to crash. Means present situation made us believe to happen something. What's that something? It is going to crash. Okay, it is cloudy. The sky is covered with clouds. So we believe that something will happen. What's that? It's going to rain now. It's going to rain now. Basing on the present situation, we are using this sentence. So this is nothing but prediction basing on the present situation. The bus is crowded. When the bus is crowded, we guess that it will not stop in the next bus stop. That's why we say the bus is crowded. It is not going to stop the next bus stop. Just we are guessing it. In this way, we use a going to structure according to two conditions. Now, let's learn how to frame questions. A car. Is he going to buy a car? And the same question if I take here, is he going to buy a car? Right, okay. Is he going to buy a car? The same yes or no type question I have taken here. Just before this, if you use what, for example, what is he going to buy? What is he going to buy? The answer may be a car. When is he going to buy a car? When is he going to buy a car? You can use even when also. When. So the possible questions are, what is he going to buy? When is he going to buy? Like that you can use other possible questions also. Other possible questions you can frame. Okay. And now let us see, here simple it is, okay. He is going to buy a car, and the question is simply, is he going to buy a car? Is he going to buy a car is yes or no type question. Just before that we can use what or when or how or where, like that, which are possible. And if you want a question with who and how many people, it's quite common, okay. Common with, you see, we have already seen in the case of other structures also, we use the same, just like that, okay. Here, removing this he in the statement, if you use who, it becomes a question. Who is going to buy a car? How many people? If you want to put a question with how many people, instead of is, we use are. How many people are going to buy cars? How many people are going to buy cars? Like that we put questions. Okay, now negative. He isn't going to stay in America. Negative statement. The question is simply, isn't he? Isn't he going to stay? Isn't he going to stay in America? So this is a question. And the same, isn't he going to stay in America? Before this yes or no type question, if you use why, it becomes WH and how type of question. Why isn't he going to stay in America? Means what happened to him? Like that, okay. So why? And in the same way, who? If you remove this he and use who, it becomes a question. Who isn't going to stay in America? Like that, okay. We put questions in this way, okay. Now we are going to learn can. So can is used in a different way, different ways. So let me show you how many types can is used. Here, about it. And not only that, can for giving permission. Let me give examples also. After that, I'll explain to you. Okay. Can for possibility. Now, okay, let me explain to you all these things. Okay. Can for possibility. Can for ability. Can for giving permission. Can't for refusing permission. Can for asking for permission. Can for requests also we use. Can for offers. Can for making and seeking suggestion also. Can't as a negative form of must also we use. Okay, here for possibility. Possibility means there is a chance to happen. For example, you see, if you learn English, you can get a job. If you learn English, you can get a job. You can get a job. There is a chance for you to get a job if you learn English. So that is nothing but possibility. There is a possibility for you to get a job if you learn English. This is about possibility. In this way, we can talk about possibilities by using can. Ability. I can speak English means I am able to speak English. I am able to speak English. So when we are showing our ability to do something, we can use a can. I can speak English. Giving permission. You can park your car here means you are permitted to park your car here. You are allowed to park your car here. Like that, you can allow a person or give permission to a person to do something. So if we want to give permission to any person, we use a can. And you can come in. For example, sometimes children ask us, can I come in? Then for that, yes, you can come in. Means we are giving permission to a boy to come in. And in the same way, can't for refusing permission. For giving permission, can. For refusing permission, can't. So, for giving permission, you can park your car here. For refusing permission, you can't park your car here. Means you are not permitted to park your car here. Means you are not allowed to park your car here. Like that, we can use can for asking for permission. Ask. You see, giving permission, can. For asking permission also, we use can. Can I use your bike? Can I use your bike? So then the response can be in this way. I am afraid you can't. I am afraid you can't. I am sorry you can't. So you can respond like that. If it is okay, can I use your bike? Certainly. Why not? Sure. Yes, of course. Like that, okay. Responses can be like that. Right, okay. Asking for permission, and that is also our. Now, request. Can you please help me with this luggage? By using can, we can request a person also to do something for you. Can you please help me with this luggage? Can you please bring me some water? Like that, we can request people also to do something for you. And offers. Can I bring a cup of coffee for you? Means you want to offer a cup of coffee to others. Then you can use, can I bring a cup of coffee for you? Can I do something for you? Then not only that, what can I do for you? This is nothing but offer only. When you go to any shop, the shopkeeper can say in this way, what can I do for you, madam? What can I do for you, sir? So this is nothing but a part of offers. And making and seeking suggestion. Where can we buy a computer? So this is, you want to know, you seek some suggestion, you want some suggestion from the other person. When you want suggestion from other person, you are asking this question, where can we buy a computer? Then the response comes in this way, we can buy it at Chinoy Center. So for seeking permission, you are putting this question. And for making suggestion, the other person is using, we can buy it at Chinoy Center. Means he suggests to buy a computer at Chinoy Center. So for giving suggestion or making suggestion also, so for seeking suggestion and for giving suggestion also we use can in this way. And can't as negative form of must. When we feel certainly that it is not possible in the present, when you feel something is not possible in the present, just as opposite to must, just as negative to must, we use can't. I know he is very poor. I know perfectly that he is very poor. Then, so there is no chance for him That you see, he can't have a car. He can't have a car means there is no chance for him to have a car, because as I know he is very poor. There is no possibility, no chance for him to have a car. When you realize something is possible in the present like this, just as a negative form of must, we can use can't in this way. I know he is very poor, he can't have a car. For example, he has just eaten. Just now only he has eaten, I know. And that's why here there is no chance for him to be hungry. That's why we can say he can't be hungry. He can't be hungry. So in this way we use can't in different ways. And now how to frame questions? Okay, by showing that I'll conclude this. Okay. And the question is simply by changing the order of subject and helping verb can, you can find yes or no type question. Is the question yes or no type question? So let me write again the same. Can he speak English? So just before this, if you use WH words like you see, which language? What language can he speak? How can he speak English? We can use how also. How can he speak English? What language can he speak? Which language can he speak? How many languages can he speak? So you can use the WH and how type of words before yes or no type question, so that you can get some more questions. Okay. And if it is a question with who and how many people, and we have to come back to our statement and remove the subject in the place of statement and use it. For example, who, instead of he, we can say who can speak English. If you remove he and use who can speak English becomes a question. How many people? By using how many people also you can frame a question. How many people can speak English? In the same way. Okay, negative. Why can't he speak English? Which language can't he speak? Which language can't he speak? Such a way you can frame questions. And who can't speak English? How many of you can't speak English? In this way we can put questions, and by this we have completed our structure can. Thank you for watching this channel. We'll meet in the next episode.